I bring you greetings from His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State. Before that, I want to respectfully recognize the presence of the Rector of Abia State Polytechnic, Elder A.A. Onokogu, who is in our midst. I would also like to recognize the highest ranking Ohum man alive, by extension, the President of Ohum Welfare Union worldwide, our own barrister, who is sitting to my left. I would like to recognize all of the title chiefs, and particularly Ohum sons and daughters who have converged here in the great city of Houston to think Abia, think Ohum, and think about the individual villages and towns that you all come from. On behalf of the good people of Abia State, we want to thank you. I was impressed when you sent an invitation to the office of the governor to invite me to your biannual gathering. Like your organization, the Ibeku people, the Isukwato people, the Arochukwu people, the Ohafia people, the Okwangwa people, the Ogunabo people, the Ngwa people, and several other organizations here in the diaspora. We believe that if we continue to sustain the people in the diaspora, you will, by extension, come to see the good things that we are doing at home. I want to report that Abia State today is better placed than we have ever been since the history and creation of our state. Under my stewardship, Abia is moving in the proper direction. If we have been able to do the things, laying the proper foundations that we are laying now, if we have done this 8 years ago, perhaps we will be in a better position than we are today. As the Executive Governor of Abia State, with a little over 4 billion naira every month, with a wage bill of about 2.1 billion naira going to all of our civil servants, we are beginning to do miracles in Abia State. I, by no extension, say that everything that is wrong with Abia State is being challenged right now. I am saying that with the little resources coming to our state, we are doing well. You should be proud to know that for the first time in the history of our state, from Okwangwa all the way to Umunoji, peace and security has returned back to Abia State. And we think that those of you in the diaspora community need to continue to help us to do better. As the elites of the various towns and villages that you all come from, the elitist concept in itself will be dwarfed in its importance if you don't remain the pathfinders and trailblazers of the various towns and villages that you come from. I, as TA Oji, will do my part. You will equally do your part. We believe that governance is a collective effort, as it is a collective responsibility. It is for all of us to pull together the cohesive forces of brotherhood and sisterhood that binds all of us as Indiabia to move forward. How can we do this? We can do this by the input that you all will bring to help us do better. I've reached out to the diaspora community more than any other governor in the history of our state. Your son, Kingsley Mewara, is a special advisor in my cabinet. Your son, Ebo Duke Ihekweme Okorie, is an honorable commissioner for lands in my cabinet. Your son, Mr. Obed Nnaji Asiebu, another Ohum son, is equally a senior special advisor in my cabinet. I have always reached out to you, the diasporans, because I believe by so doing, you will begin to bring the various ideas that can make us move better. The government of Governor T.A.O.G., as it affects Ndi Ohum, has done the following. Elder A.A. Onokogu was appointed under my administration as the rector of Abia Polytechnic. That's an appointment going to Ohum. Professor Chibuzo Ogbuagu heads the biggest university in Abia State University, as the overall man in that university. It's an Ohuhu man. And just recently, I've appointed your sister, Dr. Mrs. Inyukume, as the registrar of that great university. I've not stopped here. Currently, 2 Ohuhu sons, Ebo Ihekwereme Okorio and Mr. Longman Nwachukwu, are commissioners in my cabinet. I have 8 special advisors from Ohuhu alone, the highest clan in the whole of Abia State, with that numbers of appointees. Let me tell you what we have also done. We have constructed several roads in Ohuhu, and I by no extension say that we have several others that we must tackle. Those of you who have recently gone home will notice that the Umwekule-Umuokabi road has been constructed under my administration. That is one. The Umuokenyi road that comes all the way through Umwekule and goes all the way through the Opera road was constructed under my leadership. Several roads in Ohuhu that time will not permit me to begin to list things we are doing in that area. No governor, since the creation of our state, has been more responsive and more responsible to the people of Ohuhu than the current governor of Abia State, Chief T. Eoli. The challenges in Ohuhu are numerous, but those are challenges we are tackling one after the other. Particularly in the Umu area, where roads continues to be a daunting task in that area. But we are systematically, one road after the other, doing great in that area. I am pleased to know that our own sons and daughters in the diaspora have converged here in this great city to think about ways to improve the lives of those at home. That is a monumental achievement by all of you. For being here today and living all that you're doing in the various states that you come from is indicative of your desire to do better for Ohuhu. As you think about Ohuhu, think about Umuahia. As you think about Umuahia, think about Abia State. Ours is a collective effort. Wherever there are Abians in the diaspora, I, as Executive Governor of Abia State, have reached out to all of the organizations. And we reach out by making sure that we sustain the growth and development of the diaspora organization, because we know by extension you will come and assist us in the governance of Abia State. I thank you all, my brothers, for keeping the faith. I thank you all for thinking about the less privileged people at home, and we will continue to do our part. You are the brightest minds of your generation. And like I said, you are the brightest minds of our generation. And the elites of all the villages that you come from, please, like the President General had stated during his speech, always think home. Yes, you should think about those of you here, but your primary responsibility is to think about the less fortunate people at home. I'm not saying that you all are better placed here, but it is a different ball game here. And you can do better for our people at home. When you came back home, my record has shown that when you came back home to renovate that little clinic in Nkwegu, we think that was something that came from the heart. Those poor women delivering those babies in that maternity home in Nkwegu are very grateful to all of it, and they are continually praying for all of you. The challenges of tomorrow are enormous. But because I know that I have all of you, we can collectively make a difference for Ohuhu land. We can collectively make a difference for Abia State. I will continue to do my part to help all of you to do better. Come home and help Abia State, because Abia State needs you more than ever before. Once again, I want to thank the organizers of this great occasion for inviting me. And may the grace of God continue to lead you back to your respective home. Thank you.